a short pre-show today. Or this isn't the theme song. This is just fucking background sounds. I'm suddenly
like somebody going.
No one doubted it. Big shout out to Louis Bags, by the way. I haven't done it in a fucking long time. Who? He's the dude who made beats. My buddy Louis. He's Louis Bags on Instagram. But if they turn it on, the first 30 seconds they're going to shout. I know what I'm doing, Jake. I'm doing really good.
I have to tell mine.
I'll let you. Surprise, surprise. I was talking about Trump. Holy fuck, dude. Look at the post reach. Holy shit.
How many links do you
Rumble one got a lot of views. That's surprising. Rumble one got 100 views. Organic.
Well, yeah, Mr. J. He sent it to the call.
Tell him he needs to do that with every fucking episode.
Yeah, I know, right? He only does it the one he's on.
JP, if you're listening right now, start sharing every episode, you dick. Yeah. I'm gonna share all your episodes.
JP,
I'm gonna produce the shits. I'm gonna fucking distribute them. I'm gonna promote them. You won't even fucking. I'm just fucking. I hope.
So now we're on there.
Yeah, we're on the app. Yeah, we've been on there. The instant I played the music, we were on.
Okay, so that's like a good education movie.
Yes, that's when, if we're doing a pre-show and you hear the music in the background, yes.
I'm always just like dumb kid in the backseat. Like, are we there yet?
We've been doing this for 36 episodes. Trying to figure it out.
Man, I don't know what the hell you're doing over here. I mean, I kind of did a little bit. Good luck.
Oh, is that just for the,
total.
Oh, alright. Nice.
15 and 1,000. Read. 15.
That's not bad. $1 per click is not bad. I wish it was better.
Is there anybody that...
Oh, we actually got a subscriber today. Yeah, so shout out to the new sub. Appreciate it. Appreciate it 100%. I need to just need to copy and paste this on something one day. That's pretty much posting the same thing.
Yeah, why don't you just have like a...
You didn't meet your friend?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
What?
Did you hear the feedback?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god, I was getting nothing but feedback.
Huh?
Yeah, it was vibrating like a computer.
Oh shit, no, I
didn't. No, it's because you didn't know that if you get cell phones too close to like speakers and shit, fucks with it.
Yeah, I do know that, I just didn't hear
Yeah, that's how, I had a teacher in my school, he would set up speakers strategically around the room, so anytime somebody sent a text message, he's a fucking asshole.
Oh, that is. He did that, like, that people.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it was so fucking, this was back when, like, they actually fucking cared about the stuff. This was, like, 2007? Shit like that. This was way back. This is way back.
Like when people stole, like, this before smartphones.
Yeah, no, it was more prevalent, like, flip phones and shit.
Yeah, it's when I was in high school, that's what everybody had.
You know what
I didn't even have my own cell phone until I was 18. All these kids.
I didn't have a cell phone until I was 16. No, I'm sorry, 50.
Yeah, but also, you know.
And you better bet, since I got that cell phone. I'm not even joking. I actually fucking talked to back then. I was a pimp in high school, and then something happened. I wasn't a pimp in high school. I was a pimp in middle school. Well, no, that's because like I slowed it down once I went to high school. So I realized these bitches are bored. And then I realized sex was actually fun. I was big with the ladies before we all knew what sex was. What the fuck was I doing? Oh no! We're not live. We're not live.
Was it like...
I told you that happens every fucking time.
It was shuffling.
Yes.
And it went to the wrong.
It went to the fuck. It was the intro too. It wasn't the outro version. It was the intro version. We're not starting right now. Calm down, everybody. It's not live.
Random.
God damn. That's why I need to get the links out faster. Keep bullshitting. I don't the links. I'm a terrible producer.
And don't you just have to share?
No, I'm sharing it to Facebook. I don't know. We're just making sounds. I can't even do that. I can just lay us out. Just play the music.
Right, seriously.
Yeah, that's all I was doing at this point.
The fuck?
Oh, this is part of the top. I hate those balls on top. And this way, when we start the show, I just put the,
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be in a quick second here. Okay. Alright, you ready? I just realized. No, I had that echoing for 5 minutes. Thank God I checked that.
How
because it had the volume on here. So it was like 30 seconds.
The people were just saying that's fucking this echo.
Pretty much, but it was like a 20 seconds.
It doesn't matter. It's just the picture really.
Like I said. Alright, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Hello, all you listeners out there. This is the Phenomenal Podcast with your hosts, Tony Musolino and Drake Duncan.
Ladies and gentlemen, episode 36 is the ride. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Phenomenal Podcast. I am your host, fucking Mushmouth Musolino, Anthony Musolino, Mr. Hardcore, Mr. Sleazy, Mr. sends a text message saying he's going to show up and then comes almost a half an hour later. Drake Duncan, how you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing good. Hey,
I'm just fucking with you. I just wanted to take my opportunity on the air because I'm just a piece of shit. And speaking pieces of shit,
Enzo?
No, we'll get to Enzo in a little bit. We'll get to Enzo in a little bit. We'll also get to Samoa Joe in a little bit. A little update on his injury. We'll get to Rey Mysterio. A little news with him. But I want to talk about the piece of shits that decided it was okay to release the one Emma. What's her name? Tanelia Dashwood? Is that her name? Something like that?
Yeah, Tanella Dashwood?
Tanella Dashwood, that's it. Because
hot as fuck.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Not only is she beautiful, she's officially the newest member of the Women of Honor roster. Because Friday night, live on Facebook Live, Ring of Honor had a live stream, Honor Reigns Supreme. It was a very good show. Only caught the second half of it. I turned on just in time to see the debut of one Tanella Dashwood. She had a tag team match. She was with Mandy Alone taking on Kelly Klein, whoever that fat bitch was. I do not know who she was, but goddamn, she looked like fucking Melissa McCarthy.
Oh god.
Like straight up, she looked like Melissa fucking McCarthy. So they had a nice tag team match that was very entertaining. Young Bucks and the fucking Best Friends had a great match. Bullet Club had a best friend. I still don't know what the fuck's going on with the Kingdom. Honestly, they had an alright match with Bullet Club, which was Cody Rhodes, Marty Scurll, and Adam Page. Which a lot of people have been talking a lot of shit on Adam Page. I just want to say right now, Adam Page is my fucking boy. I love the Hungman. I know you probably don't know who he is. Or
I know who he is.
You just don't know a lot about him. Hungman's the shit. A lot of people are saying he isn't the shit. Hungman's the shit.
I haven't seen enough to really have an opinion of him one way or another, to be honest.
True. Yeah, you're right. But
I'm indifferent.
But then another surprise match was really good. Jonathan Gresham versus Jay Lethal. Do you know who Jonathan Gresham is? No. He's wrestling since like 07, I think it was, and he's pretty good. Honestly, he's been making a scene in Ring of Honor last couple of months, like to a year. I like the guy a lot. He's only 5'4", but he wrestles like he's like 6 foot. I like the kid a lot. They had a great match. The psychology in that match was fucking fantastic. So I just want to shout out to that match.
Is he coming to Ring of Honor recently?
Like I said, he's been there for like the last year and a half at this point.
That's funny. I don't recall seeing him. Maybe if I saw his face.
He's real big in the Northeast like indie scene, but he's still making a name for himself.
Okay.
But to get back to Emma Tanilla Dashwood, I guess I'll start calling her Dashwood.
Yeah, maybe that probably should be her name.
I'm not gonna keep butchering her first name. I'm just gonna call her Dashwood. So Dashwood.
Well, I think that should be her ring name. I like that. It's like has a nice.
Well, it's her last name. That's what she's going.
I know, but also her last name sounds like it, like her stage name too. Dashwood has a good ring.
Yeah, that's why. Why do you think I'm calling her? But she had a very good match. She got the victory with was just like a fucking straight kick to the face. I loved it.
Nice.
Fuck all that stupid shit she was doing for her. Just kick him straight in the face. That's a finish. That's my problem with wrestling. I'm gonna go on a tangent. That's my problem with wrestling nowadays. We're getting too complicated. Remember when Finisher was a finisher?
Yeah, not everybody kicked out of every.
Not even just that. Nowadays, you gotta do the Canadian Destroyer.
Right.
That's why I loved Daniel Bryan's Flying Knee was one of my favorite finishing moves for so long, because it's actually something that you could knock somebody out with.
Well, no, I want to go for a side tangent real quick. I actually don't completely mind people kicking out of finishers, but I think it has to be in the under the right circumstances, right? Like it has to be an epic match, an epic feud, a pay-per-view. I just don't like it. I'm okay when it's on weekly television, no matter what company. Whether it's Raw, SmackDown, Ring of Honor television.
I'll disagree. If it's a big match if it's the main event
if it's a big match on TV.
Say Seth Rollins versus John Cena when it was the big match, I'm okay with some kickouts. But in a normal match, not overkill. But like you said, even with Finn Balor, John Cena a couple weeks ago, how Finn kicked out of the A, I 100% appreciated that. Yeah. I get that point.
Well, okay, I guess it can't be on television, but it better be there better be a good reason for it.
Yeah, it's
not just to happen, just to get a reaction out of the crowd.
No doubt, yeah. I mean, I
feel like they do it. They just do it. They just keep doing it. People are oh, this is awesome. Yeah, I mean,
that's a lot of things. I just gotta fucking holy shit. We're going on a serious tangent real quick. We're gonna get political for 30 seconds.
Wait, what happened?
I just got an email from Change.org for a petition for people to make it so Trump doesn't have a military parade. God damn, people. Do you realize what petitions are for? One, nothing's been announced yet. If he is having a military parade. Two, you think he gives a fuck about your fucking... seriously?
Hell no.
You think he gives a damn about your fucking stupid ass fucking... Oh, we're gonna petition. We're gonna petition. Nobody gives a fuck about tradition. But to get back to what we were saying,
it's all fake news.
Fake news. We'll get into some fake news in a second. Trust me. But my biggest problem with finishers right now, especially in the independents, everything's so crazy. That's what.
Yeah, exactly.
People talk shit on the Young Bucks. They got good finishers. You seen the Meltzer Driver?
Probably.
Good tag team finisher. It's a front forward flip into a pile driver. I like that finisher. That finisher's overkill. I'm sorry. I like it as much as the next guy. It's overkill. It is. And then you look at moves especially in Japan. Holy shit! Remember the burning hammer back in the day? It's kind of used nowadays.
No.
That's the one where they would literally just drop you on your head.
Oh.
Here you go. Inverted. Just boom.
Oh wow.
That's
it was called the burning.
Yes. Look, it's oh my god.
So it's a kill. It's almost like a killer pile driver.
It literally killed Misawa. Literally, he took it so many times. He had a match where his neck literally it was pretty much being held on by a thread. That's how broken out his neck was.
From who died?
Misawa.
Misawa.
Yes, very legendary Japanese wrestler. Legendary Japanese wrestler. But to get back to Tanilla, I hope I'm saying her name. But to get back to her, I think that not like you said.
Call her Noah.
No, Tanilla.
I like you said Noah.
No, Noah is a Japanese wrestling company.
I know. I do know that. He also had an art full of animals.
Yes. No, that's bullshit. We're gonna get into religion real quick. Do you believe in Noah's Ark? Do you think that happened?
You asking me?
Yes. I'm not
fucking know.
Because I'm calling bullshit on that story.
I don't know, man.
I've been watching too much Joe Rogan. I'm getting off on tangents. I love Joe Rogan. Honestly, Joe Rogan podcast, very entertaining to watch. Got a lot of really good people.
I don't want to.
Well, guess what? He's one of my biggest influences.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying, this show's quickly turning into Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh, boy.
Quickly. What do you think the other show's going to be like? But, at this point, I'm off on so many tangents. I'm pretty much at this point. But to get back to wrestling, which I feel like we're not even talking about.
Not really.
My fault. 100% entirely. I can see Drake's face what am I doing? You're listening to me run my mouth for a couple hours. Can you tell I'm sober this episode?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I'm so fucking weird right now. Just for full disclosure, I'm usually high every episode.
I think it might be the first one.
I'm pretty sure.
We're gonna have to chalk this up as a shocking moment.
Well, it was the only reason it's shocking because I've been waiting over 48 hours for my fucking pusher man to show up. So yeah, that's why. But to get back to what we were saying is wrestling. You said that WWE really messed up with Emma.
Yeah.
I totally agree, because I think the more that I see her in the way that the reaction she got during her match in Ring of Honor, plus just her quality of wrestling compared to Kelly Klein, the way she wrestled, was probably considered the #1 woman in Ring of Honor.
Okay.
She's like 3 years behind. Like, in wrestling quality. Like, Emma, there was points in the match where the other girl botched, and Emma kind of saved it. But I believe it.
Women wrestling is still kind of a newer concept in Ring of Honor, too.
It is. And Kelly Klein hasn't been wrestling for that long. But there are women in the company that have been wrestling. And she's considered the top one? That's not a good sign.
I haven't seen much of this girl.
But here's the thing. It sucks in the short term, but right now it's good because you have somebody like Emma coming in who can help teach these women what to do in those big match situations. Because even before WWE, she was big name in Australia, big name in Europe.
Yeah.
Like she had a name coming into WWE. There's a reason why she was a big part in making the women's revolution happen. Even the NXT revolution. Really think about it.
What was she? Do they have any major women promotions down in Australia?
I don't think there's any major
promotions. So, but she was just wrestling,
just indie
on.
Yeah, just
was who are they in NXT? Peyton Royce and Billy Kay. Do you think they happen? You don't know if they knew Emma before WWE.
I wouldn't doubt. I wouldn't be shocked one bit.
Because I know they're from Australia, obviously, but I don't know if they knew each other, similar cities, similar upbringings, wrestling. Who knows?
I mean, it's possible. I don't know the situation about it.
Speaking of them, I'm wondering when they're coming up with the main roster. Those two.
It needs to be soon.
Because they've been there for 2 years.
I'm saying post-Mania at the least.
Yeah, there's always call-ups. There's guaranteed call-ups. There's at least a handful of guaranteed call-ups after Mania.
The only reason I say post-Mania, because I want to see Billy Kay versus Candice LeRae in the worst fucking way. Yeah. Because I don't know if you paid attention to when NXT was doing the voting. They had a bunch of videos going on with Peyton Royce and Billy Kay. Billy Kay
voting for what?
For Breakout Star of the Year.
Oh. Didn't they do that after Christmas?
Yeah, well they announced
I skipped that episode.
Well, it wasn't an episode. It was on YouTube, in Facebook and shit like that. But if you go and watch these videos, Billy Kay is really touchy with Johnny Gargano, and they're obsessed with Gargano. So I want to see Billy Kay versus
touchy.
She's all all over him. I don't know. I'm guessing yes, Kate. Probably.
Yeah, because he's married to Candice LeRae.
Yes, okay. That's why if the storyline in NXT right now is Candice is Johnny's husband, that match has to happen. It has to happen.
Oh, I haven't really seen much of it. Is that something that's happening now?
Well, it happened at TakeOver. I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember that. Billy Kay?
No. I'm saying the LeRae and being Gargano's husband.
Gargano's husband. Yeah, I know she was a TakeOver.
We still have audio.
Wait, nobody heard anything?
No, they heard it. It just sounded like shit. Oh my god. This is why I don't do the show sober. Seriously, this is why I don't. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why Tony never does the show sober.
Oh my god.
It took me 30 minutes to realize the mics were plugged in. We started sounding much better right now.
Oh, for
I want to fucking apologize.
I might have to kill you.
Luckily, all we talked about so far is Emma. We haven't talked about the good shit yet. Thank God.
God?
Just be happy
I hit the face with a bratwurst.
I need to just wake up. I'm hungover. Okay. I drank a lot last night. No. I didn't have any weed last night, so I drank a lot last night.
I don't want to know what you've been getting up to.
I mean, to be honest, I got up only 4 hours ago. It's 6 o'clock right now.
It's all good.
So, with that, what is my cat literally just climbed the wall. You saw that, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, my cat just climbed the fucking wall. All right. But what was I saying? Oh, with the Johnny... Yeah, but no, but like I said, it's been just... I mean, I don't know if they...
Okay, is there a storyline going on Billy Kay and Johnny Gargano? Is that what you're trying to say? Because I haven't seen
on NXT TV, no. But on their online videos, which...
Oh, I don't watch that shit.
But they're in character, though. It seems like it's...
I know.
It doesn't seem like it's canon, but it seems like it's kayfabe.
Yeah.
So, if that's the case, I want to see Candice wrestling take on Billy Kay or Peyton Royce.
I know you can English. It's really hard, but I know you can do it.
I'm going to go through withdrawal right now. Get my ass. Get off my ass. But, well, I don't know what I was going to say here. Oh, I have to...
Look at the notebook.
No. This is something personal. I said something on Twitter this week that I kind of have to retract. I said Becky Lynch is the hottest woman on the planet.
I agreed with it, and I liked it.
Well, she's got stiff competition at Peyton Royce.
I think Becky's more attractive.
I don't know.
Peyton Royce is attractive, but she has like donkey teeth. She has too much. When she smiles, she has too much teeth. I don't know.
I mean, you got a point there.
Other than that, she's damn like a 9.5.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely going neck and neck for it.
Becky's like perfect. Her face is perfect. Her body's perfect. Like I have no complaints.
I'm like Kevin Dunn. Her voice is terrible. I don't want to hear her voice.
No, I think her voice is sexy.
No, I'm just being a jackass.
I hate him. He's a moron.
Yeah, no, fuck Kevin Dunn.
Fucking moron. Hopefully he'll just die.
I mean, I don't want that to happen, but just go away. Just go away.
That's what I mean. Like, I was being...
No, I got you.
A little bit, maybe.
But good luck to Emma in the future. Let's get away from women's wrestling.
To now dash.
But I want to stay in independent wrestling. Because I brought up his name earlier, and that is Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio Jr.
New beginnings in Osaka was I don't know if it was this weekend or if it was Friday. I don't know exactly what day it was. I haven't seen much from the show. I'm going to check it out here in the next couple of days. The only thing I've noticed so far is Rey Mysterio makes an appearance on the board. And he's like, I want to have my first match in New Japan. There's only one person I want to do it against. Jushin Thunder Liger.
Juju Thunderbum.
Juju Thunderbum.
Yep, that's his name.
I think we just got a fucking title. But he challenged Jushin Thunder Liger, or Juju Thunderbum, whatever you want to call him, to a match, and Liger accepted. So at Strong Style Evolved in the United States, it will be Rey Mysterio versus Jushin Thunder Liger in what could be one of the greatest junior matches of all time. These are two of the greatest in history.
I'd love to see it. And they only wrestled one other time? WCW 96?
One time. Yeah, that's it.
And Starrcade 96, I think.
And it was a good match. Don't get me wrong. I mean, they didn't have the time that they're going to have in New Japan, but it was a good match. I mean, don't get me wrong. Both guys are not in their prime anymore.
Oh, yeah,
both men not. Yeah. They're a little...
How old is Jushin?
He's like in his 40s at this point. I think
he's older than that. He's probably in his 50s.
Is he older than that?
He'd have to be, dude, because 20 years ago, he was in his 30s.
He is 53.
Yeah,
damn.
I knew he was in.
So let's see how old Rey Mysterio is.
Mysterio's probably like 45 or something like that.
I can see that.
No, maybe a little younger. 43, 45.
43 on the dot.
Nice,
right as you said it, it loaded.
Is that funny? Dot. I'm like a little younger.
On the dot.
I don't know. I'm pretty good at guessing ages.
How old's fucking?
Well, fuck off.
How old's New Jack?
49?
55.
Oh, okay.
The only reason New Jack popped into my head because I watched the shoot interview where Jim Cornette's talking.
I think he'd be that old.
And all of a sudden he came in and he said, "I'm 47." But that was years ago, obviously. So I'm like, I kind of know.
He'd be younger. What an old fuck.
Yeah, no, he's old.
His head's old. Fucked though.
No shit. He fucking killed. He
killed somebody.
I mean, I want to.
I want to see. No, I think he did. As Abdullah. Remember all that talk with Abdullah the Butcher? I'm surprised they haven't had a I stab you match or something.
I think they would. I just don't think I don't think New Jack wants to get hepatitis.
Well, don't tell me Abdullah's still wrestling.
No, he can't wrestle anymore. He's banned from wrestling because he has hepatitis.
Oh my!
Like nobody will book him anymore because he's like, I want to get booked. Nobody wants you bleed all over the place.
He's disgusting. Fat fuck. Yeah.
Like I'm sorry, I was never a happy fan.
We were talking about him, making those jokes. You mean JP?
I don't know if those were jokes.
Well, we're talking about the fucking tossing salad and shit.
Like I said, I don't think that was a joke. I think that was real.
He probably did. But I looked up his age. Guess how old he is? Abdullah the fucking
65.
Hepatitis C. You got to look it up. You're not going to believe it. I want to hear your reaction when you see how old he is, dude. I couldn't believe it.
If he's older than fucking 50, I'm going to be shocked. 77?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I wanted to get your reaction. He's old as fuck.
Damn.
Is he still alive?
Yes, and he still wants to wrestle. He's old and fat and disgusting, and has hepatitis C. It's disgusting.
Oh, did you hear that he's
Canadian?
I was reading his profile. He sold his WWE Hall of Fame ring, a piece of shit.
He's not the only one.
So did Mr. Clean, whatever the fuck his name is. The guy who looks like Hulk Hogan. Billy Graham.
Oh, Superstar Billy Graham?
That fuck. I hate him.
Don't say that fuck. Why are you talking shit on Superstar Billy Graham?
Because he's a moron.
You realize if Superstar Billy Graham isn't a thing, you realize Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Hulk Hogan isn't a thing.
I don't care. He just seems like a negative prick.
Get out of here with that shit.
Remember, I was watching those old allegations videos, like they were in a sex scandal. He was just like such an idiot. I don't know.
I mean, you probably. I'm gonna take his word on it. I just want. I'm looking at duels. I just want to see if the last time he wrestled was
2011. Something down there.
He returned to Georgia Championship Wrestling. Still a thing?
But that guy in the blue I was reading, he gave him hepatitis. A piece of shit.
Yeah, that's. Oh, he's the one that gave Abdullah hepatitis, or hepatitis gave him
Abdullah gave him hepatitis.
Oh yeah, no, that's. I'm not surprised at all. not surprised at all.
How does he have hepatitis? Was he like got fucking?
I don't know.
Dirty AIDS.
I don't know. But speaking of hepatitis, there's been some news on Enzo Amore.
Okay.
Tell me that wasn't transition of the year.
It was a great transition.
But this week, Enzo Amore's accuser, and I'm still using the word accuser, false accuser.
Yeah, we don't have any proof.
Still think it's false. Nothing in my mind has changed. And the statement that she put out in a 9-minute video has not changed my opinion at all either. Because apparently she put out a video again, saying that she was in a mental hospital for the last 2 weeks, and she tried to commit suicide by taking 16 times the amount of Trandozin, which is an antidepressant, which she prescribed for, which because she's crazy. She's 12 days sober, so I guess congratulations. I bet you'll fuck that up in another 12.
Congratulations for being a bipolar pathological liar, pretty much it sounds like.
But her big thing was like, why would I try to ruin one man's career over a fake lie for some attention?
Easy, everybody does it.
Because you're an attention whore. Because you're a fucking bitch who thinks it's okay to fuck with somebody's life. I'm glad you're.
Right.
I think, if you want my opinion, she needs to get put back in the mental hospital.
Yeah.
I think she needs to just fucking go the fuck away and drop whatever bullshit charges you think you fucking have.
Mm-hmm.
Because all accounts, no new evidence has come out against Enzo. It's been 2 fucking weeks.
Has he even stated his side of the story yet, or is he keeping quiet?
No, he's doing exactly what he needs to do. Let it blow over.
Yeah.
Enzo's doing it perfectly. They put out the statement. Statement still stands. He didn't do it. We're taking legal action. Nothing's going to be said to us.
It's actually good he's not getting because
that's
he doesn't want to get his words all misconstrued.
Like this bitch is doing to herself.
Yeah.
She had a chance. Honestly, if she would have kept her mouth shut from the beginning, everybody would have thought Enzo fucked her unconsensually. Even though we know 100% it was consensual. We have text messages to prove it. And there's been no police charges filed. I'm pretty sure if there was that cut and dry, we would be on doing like for sentencing at this point.
Yeah, and there was ads where she was like selling her ass and stuff.
Not to mention the videos where she talks about faking a pregnancy, which she brings up and she's like, I understand how people can think that I'm lying with that video. No, bitch. Yeah, no shit. We not only do we think we're lying, we know you're lying because of that. Who fakes a fucking pregnancy and then it's like, yeah, I didn't fake this fucking rape. You faked the rape. You faked it. We all know you faked it. Like, we get it.
That's just
like nobody.
I don't know. This bitch is bad. She needs to go away. Like, this isn't even like relevant to.
But my favorite quote, this whole thing. I'm fucked in the head, but I don't understand how somebody, Enzo, can be so fucked in the head and so evil and malicious to do that to someone they just met.
Oh my god!
Don't you think it's a little
reading that?
Don't you think it's a little more malicious that she just met Enzo, had sex with him, and then went on months later and tried to ruin his life? Don't you think that's a little more malicious, bitch?
Yeah.
Like, what you need to do is you just need to delete yourself from society.
Delete.
Go the fuck away. Go to Europe. Go somewhere. You know what? Actually, let's send this bitch to the Middle East where she can really deal with what fucking rape is.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that.
Like, you want to talk about fucking rape? We'll send you somewhere where they can have rape with you all they fucking want, bitch. All they want. I'm so sick of this fucking Me Too culture that we live in, where it is okay for women like this to come on and ruin men's lives. And I hear the chuckle. Yes, Drake, I take this very personally. I'd said on a camera what fucking episode it was. I almost dealt with something like this myself.
No, I agree with you.
Like, this shit is so fucked up.
It's just wild that we even have to be talking about this.
It is.
It's just crazy.
All it does is it puts a black mark on the wrestling business. That's what it does. That's what this bitch is doing. Not only is she affecting Enzo, she's affecting the wrestling industry as a whole. Because people see, outside people who are not fans and have no interest in the product, all they see is
the negative.
Wrestler rapes somebody. Wrestling's the worst thing in the world. All they do is take steroids and rape each other.
Look at the Benoit tragedy. You know,
exactly.
That was such a bad, you know.
Look at even just Hulk Hogan.
Right.
Like, this shit.
First they had, like, the steroid scandal, then the sex scandal with Pat Patterson and all that. Then it came back. Then the steroids came back into the talk again when the Benoit tragedy happened.
And then the concussion shit.
Right. And it just painted such a negative perception of the industry as a whole. And it's just, like, so unfortunate. It's like, that's not what it's all about. You guys, it's just one person has to fuck it up for everybody else.
Oh, you want to hear what this bitch's diseases are? She's got 6 of them.
What?
She has anorexia, anxiety, depression, bipolar, borderline personality disorder, which is the same fucking thing as bipolar, and PTSD. All right. I wish I didn't read that last one. I really wish I didn't read that last one. Because now she's disrespecting veterans and people who actually went through traumatic shit. PTSD? Like, I literally want to throw my fucking glasses across the room. This cat is pissing me off. Shut up, I'm trying to do a podcast! You see what I'm dealing with? But no, this bitch is literally comparing herself to people that have seen people die, people that have gotten their legs blown off, people that have actually gone through traumatic shit.
Well, I mean, yes, but I mean there are some accounts of people who can have PTSD. They don't necessarily. It doesn't have to mean like they were a soldier and seen.
No, you're right. You're right.
You can. There can be like different degrees of it. There can be like less severe PTSD. You know, just all it means is like you keep something traumatic happen to you and you keep thinking back to it. Like I think I have like mild PTSD. Like I think I like as a kid just like shit.
No, I mean like I said,
but I mean like real PTSD is like the the shit.
Yeah, like I said, if you're going through
like
real
non-flashes.
Yeah, no, like I get what you're saying, and like I said, it's real traumatic shit. Like you said, you don't have to be a veteran; it could be anything. Like say, like you saw your parents die as a kid, you're obviously gonna have some PTSD.
A car crash, something like that.
Look at this chick right here. Do you really think that bitch has PTSD?
No, I think she has, but I think she is crazy.
Oh, she's obviously we've proven that no time.
I honestly, I see. My first thing that comes to mind when I see her is bipolar, pathological liar.
I like how she put bipolar and what was it? Fucking something.
But yeah, where's pathological liar? Where's that at, huh?
Well, like I said, I like how she put bipolar and borderline personality disorder, which is the same fucking thing twice.
I mean,
like this pretty
the
much.
other thing sounds more like schizophrenia.
Well, I mean,
I don't really know what the difference is. They sound the same.
Bipolar is a change in attitude. Borderline personality disorder is bipolar plus, where that's where you have different personalities. But it's pretty much you're just a crazier form of bipolar. You don't need to. If you have borderline personality disorder, you don't need to put bipolar. It's implied.
Yeah, seriously.
It's implied.
Yeah.
So, but that's really it. Like, Enzo, like you said, nothing from Enzo. This bitch, she just decided to. The tweet that I put on the Twitter, which is @Phenom Podcast, if anyone wants to check it out, was this bitch has been silent in her hole, but she got to digging today because she's just digging that hole deeper and deeper and deeper. Like. I like how she's like, oh, I attempted suicide. Why'd you attempt suicide? Huh? If he actually raped you and there's charges being filed, why would you try to commit suicide?
Wait, she's saying she tried to commit suicide as a direct result of this alleged rape? No other reason.
Oh, she was a Trump supporter.
Oh boy.
Wait, does that mean Enzo's a Trump supporter?
Oh, fucking!
I could see it.
Oh, can we move on from her? I don't really want to talk about her.
Okay, yeah, we can move on. I just want to.
It's depressing me. I hate this woman.
Yeah, no, I truly hate her too.
And I'm not gonna lie. I don't really care if Enzo comes back or not. I don't really miss him. But I want him to have his justice.
No, at this point, I want Enzo back in the worst fucking way. This is nothing.
No, I'm not saying he deserves to come back, and that's cool. But I'm just saying, you know how I feel about him.
You're just not a fan.
I don't care if he comes back one way or another, but he does deserve justice, and he does deserve to, I mean, because this is obviously bullshit. Like this
obviously,
girl, she keeps just digging herself deeper and deeper down that hole.
Like I said,
how we still have Abdullah the Butcher.
Yeah, I think I'm going to change.
We're just going to talk about his hepatitis C, his fat titties.
Not only that, I think I'm going to change the header from Macho Man to Abby.
Please, God, no.
I'm obviously
Just have him
joking.
bleeding all over the place.
Yes, that's going to be our new header. No, but we can move on. We can move on to stick with the Trump stuff. Fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news. And that, of course, that fake news is Booker T. Corey Graves, who came out.
He has his hand over his face.
Because he knows this is stupid shit. This came out, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Corey Graves was his guest. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the podcast dropped. It was either Thursday or Friday the podcast dropped. He only had him on for like the first 10 minutes, but he had him on, and they said this whole thing was nothing more than a work. This is what they did every week on television.
I loved when I knew it was always a play, but it was so great to see them, work off each other. I loved it.
I love the initial one. If I see you at the Starbucks, I'm gonna tattoo you. Like, I'm gonna play the first part of it, because what he says at the start is fucking hilarious. So this is the
I could have told you.
this is from Booker T's podcast, Heated Discussions. Check that out wherever. I'm guessing it's on podcast.
Since the beginning of the show, it's no better time than right now, and I'm sure he's ready to get on. You know what? Without any further ado, let's bring on my special guest, Corey Graves. What's going on, Corey?
Look, I'm looking forward to clearing the air. I've been afraid to go to Starbucks all week long.
You know what, man? I've been hanging out behind dumpsters. I've been, you know what I mean? I even had a low ride. I was cruising in, just so you wouldn't know it was me at one time.
You gotta be a little less conspicuous, man. I saw that thing like a mile away.
Corey, my thing is this. Corey and I, guys, Corey Graves from WWE Monday Night Raw. I mean, he goes SmackDown. I mean, he's 205 Live. He's done it all. He's one of the hottest up-and-coming superstars in the WWE right now. Let me give him his props. That is Corey Graves. And the thing is, Corey and I, we worked on the kickoff show. We was down there in Stamford, Connecticut, man. We was out in steaks, we was out in lobster. We was out in sea bass,
Sea bass.
on a weekly basis, you know what I mean?
Company paid for it all.
Brussels sprouts. I mean, we was eating about $100 a week a piece. You know what I mean? That's how close Corey and I got. But my thing is this: I just want to clear the air because it totally it went viral as far as me calling Corey Graves out due to me losing my position on Monday Night Raw. A lot of people don't know how hard I was smiling when they told me I was going to be moving back to my old position.
See, that was the key.
I actually wanted it. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't want to be on fucking commentary. You could tell by the way he was on commentary. He didn't want to fucking be there.
He seemed like
he's an analyst. He's the perfect guy to have as an analyst. Honestly, he's perfect for that job. I love him.
That too. But I thought he actually liked being on Raw. I don't know. Maybe because it's just.
No, he even
3 hours.
I mean, I'm not going to play the whole clip because the clip's like 8 minutes long. But he even says during the clip, "Yeah, I fucking hated it."
I didn't know he hated it.
He said himself. He's like, "I'm an analyst guy. I'm an analyst." That's
I could have told you this whole feud was bullshit anyways because I don't know if it was on Meltzer's podcast but Corey was on another podcast. It was like somebody is there somebody that works closely with the Meltzer that has a podcast? Somebody like that.
I mean, it's probably some. I think they're all in the NLW.
It was somebody who was like, it was like under Meltzer's name, but it was like somebody else talking. But anyways, something like that.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
But Corey called in before all this started happening, and he said how much he respected Book and look up to him and all this stuff. So I knew it was fake right then and there. Then like 2 days later, that news came out. Like right after I watched that, I'm like, this is so fake.
Well, JP he texted us like the day after. He's like, this is a work. He was like, instantly, this is a work. I'm looking at it and I'm like,
I mean, I knew too, especially after watching that video.
Well, my mind was just like, I doubt Corey
Not
Graves.
this video, that other.
Yeah, my point was, I doubt Corey Graves had that much power to get somebody fired. That's what I questioned. But this was 100% a work.
Yeah, I mean, he's still like generally like newer in the company, but and he's kind of like that's pretty cool that like he's a Pittsburgh boy and it seems like a lot of people respect him now.
And that, you're right. But what interested me most about this whole situation, and Corey Graves touched on it during the clip. I said I'm not going to put the whole thing up. He said, I don't want to make this about Trump or anything, but he said this has a lot to do with like fake news and all that. Like Trump's kind of got a point. Nobody ever even called or texted me. The only person that texted me or called me was Big E to say, "Oh, is this real? Like, what did I miss? What's happening?" And of course, to make sure if he could say what he said on SmackDown. He's right. This is this huge problem, and not only in wrestling but in the world. Like, how many news stories in wrestling do we see where you read it and you like read it like, oh, that would sound great, but then like 2 seconds later you gotta be like, where is this news coming from?
Right.
Even like when it comes from like Meltzer and the Observer,
Yeah.
I still take it with a grain of salt. Like I don't know, like we live in a day and age where I don't
And a grain of pepper.
grain of pepper, grain of salt, grain of paprika, whatever you got to take a grain of.
Grain of sand.
Not a grain of sand because those don't taste good. But no, it's a huge problem in the world because we live in a time and an age where we can't really trust anything we see.
Fake news. Fake
news.
Don't listen to it. It's fake news.
It's fake news.
But yeah.
But to move on from that, to stick with the story though, how do you feel about John the coach will be back on the announce team?
I guess I like it, but I'm not gonna lie. I was really getting used to Booker. He was entertaining me. He was cracking me up. Him and Corey button heads for like the past few months. I found it highly entertaining, especially when Booker was always flopping on his view of Jason Jordan. It was hilarious.
Yeah, no, that was funny.
But now Coach is, I don't know. Coach, like, don't get me wrong. I respect the coach and I like the coach, but I always kind of had a problem with his voice. It's just too much. It's too like high pitched and like whiny, like Michael Cole's. Like,
I agree with that.
And it's just the same problem with Byron and Todd Phillips. I don't have a problem with those guys either, but they're all like fucking Michael Cole
Cookie cutter.
They're all Michael Cole carbon copies.
Yes.
And they're all like like I like a Booker T, like he brought a different element to the table. Man, got that deep voice, man.
Yeah, no, yeah,
I loved it. And then Corey kind of sounds like he's like a smoker, like he got that voice, I like it.
No, he's got that Pittsburgh sound to him.
Exactly. Sure. But like and then you have all like everyone else sounds like they're eunuchs, like their balls are chopped.
I think Byron Sachs was born a eunuch. I don't think he had anything to begin with.
Right.
But no, here's my I agree with you in that sense. And
Coach seems like he's too readily available to like just like agree with everybody. Like usually like you have to have somebody like disagrees with somebody. Like you got the heel commentator, the face commentator. He's just like, I don't have a problem with this. This is cool. I'm like, you're just lame.
Well, they're probably gonna have Corey go back into that role.
Right.
That's probably what that going on. But my biggest problem with Coach, I like him back on the announce team. I just have a problem with him comparing everything to ESPN.
That's really annoying.
Like everything he did, it was like, oh, LeBron James this, Ball family that.
Fucking
sports reference
off.
this,
yeah,
sports reference that.
I'm not the biggest sports fan. Like, so I'm not. It's a lot of it's gonna be lost on.
Like I'm a big sports fan. I'm like, all right, cool it, dude.
Well, I can't relate to it because it's lost on.
Yeah, no, a lot. Like I said, like you say, a lot of people don't fucking get it. Like it's confused. Like I said, like he's
at least when JBL made sports references, usually he would like say people that you would know. Like big time legends,
But like he was like name dropping people. Like he said some name, and I'm like, even I was like, who the fuck is that?
But real quick, do you miss JBL? I mean, like I kind of.
To a point, yeah.
I do a little bit. Like, am I the only one to like JBL and was a fan of him?
I love JBL on commentary.
Everybody I know was like, as soon as they saw the Morrow thing, they're like, fuck him, he's a piece of shit. I mean,
well, welcome to society nowadays.
I mean, I still think it was wrong, but I think people made too big of a deal out of it.
No, you're right. They did.
Remember that was one of our first topics, I think.
Pretty sure, yeah.
I mean, I have no problem with JBL coming back. I've always liked him. And like once again, different element to the table, voice, attitude. You know what I mean?
See, that's why I liked him. He was a totally
I'm sick of the carbon copy cookie cutter guy.
Yeah, because he was his own. There's nobody.
His own guy.
There's nobody on the planet like JBL. Nobody. Mm-hmm. When it comes to financial, when it comes to just what he's doing with himself personally. And
I mean, the guy is a prick, but who is?
Obviously, but
he's a Republican prick, but I like him.
But here's my point. Welcome to the wrestling industry.
Oh yeah.
If it was 2000s, early 2000s, Morrow would have just been gone. They wouldn't have brought him back. There would have been no backlash. He would have just been gone.
I'm very glad Morrow's back to because he's still my favorite commentator in the world today.
Oh no, he's killing NXT.
I love.
No, you're right, and I'm happy that he came back.
I just love his phrases too, with a cavalcade of kicks and go El Fuego. I just Mamma Mia.
I know we all know you love Mamma Mia.
I love it.
Let me give you an Amazon story real quick. I can be across the building, and on occasions I will just hear Drake all the way back in AMZ yelling, Mamma Mia! And I'm like, I'm like, Jesus Christ, Drake, we can all hear you right now.
That's awesome.
That happens quite often.
Were you still around when the people would always go, woo, and inbound?
Yes.
I'm glad that's over now.
I would be on like lane C being a part of it.
Glad that's over. By the way, I have a story for you, but I'm going to tell you after the podcast.
All right, yeah, save it.
Yeah, I got kind of pissed off.
All right, yeah, save it for after the show. Because we got to continue with the show, because we're getting down towards the end here.
Already?
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like we just started.
We've been on for almost an hour now.
Yeah, well, this is like we're used to this now. Like,
yeah,
it seems like we're just like Like, yes, it just seems like we just started.
I did the math today. We're 16 episodes away from a year. Think about that. 16 weeks.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
And we started, what, a week before WrestleMania?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, because I went to Orlando.
I'm pretty sure we dropped the I think we recorded the episode on Tuesday. We dropped it on Thursday.
I'm going to try to have a big WrestleMania party, but if no one shows up, I don't care.
If nobody shows up, we'll be there live. So we'll have virtual people showing up.
Right.
So
yeah, I want to try to do a podcast, but I'm going to have a party and I'm going to try to do it live.
Like I said, we don't know what the plan is for Mania yet, but we are preparing something. Something's going to happen for Mania.
It's going to be good. It's going to be popping off, and we're going to be on the channel.
But speaking of Mania, there's somebody who won't be popping off of Mania. And it seems like that man's Samoa Joe. Because recent story came out from the Observer.
I'm going to cry.
Samoa Joe has been pulled from all live events leading up to WrestleMania. That is probably the worst possible news Samoa Joe can get.
Seriously, especially since that he wasn't even on the card at all last year after being on the roster for like 2 months.
It's sad. It truly sucks. Because
damn it.
Samoa Joe might have had one of the worst years in wrestling. When it came to injury, getting squashed by Brock, and just not getting used the way he should have been.
No, I wouldn't say he was squashed. That was actually a competitive match.
It was a competitive,
and he brought him to his limit.
The only reason
that's like a memorable moment.
The only reason I say squashed because he lost off of 1F5.
So did Braun. Braun was lost to 1F5 too.
I would consider that a squash too.
And you wonder why I hate Lesnar.
No, you're right.
Jesus,
I know. No, I don't. Trust me. I never wonder why. I know. I get why you hate him. I just always
They should have like kicked out. Like fuck that shit.
Because you don't think.
And also, I think it's bullshit. He's not even wrestling to WrestleMania. So that's 2 months.
That's not true. He was out at a Raw recently. I don't know which Raw.
Live shows, maybe.
He is on a live show. He's actually promoted for a live show.
He don't even have to wrestle with the Chamber. That's bullshit.
How did you feel about that promo by Alexis?
I loved it. I love that she called him out on it.
Do you agree with that?
Fuck yes.
I disagree.
Of course you do.
You know why?
No.
Because women are getting the fucking spotlight. What more do you want, women? I'm in a ranting mood today. What do women want?
It had, honestly, well, you do realize that kayfabe, that was her character was just trying to weasel words in the match.
Obviously.
But it was still awesome. It's like, fuck you, bro.
No, it's not. That's not what bothers me. It's the fucking social justice warriors on the internet. It's like, she's 100% right. We need to boycott WWE until they make Brock in the
Don't get me started with that, because I had, I'm sure this is kind of off topic, but at the same time it's not. You know about all the people like who were like gushing over like the Ghostbusters movie from 2 years ago. And then the same people that like, basically, if you hate it, you hate women. And if you liked it, you obviously have no taste. I mean, here's the thing. I actually tried giving it a chance. Like, I was like objective, or whatever the word is. I was unbiased, and it sucked, dude. I did not like it. And, it doesn't. But it's like, I don't know why. Like, it has to be about like why it has to be like a movement. Like, whoa, whether you like women or don't like women.
Because apparently they're oppressed. Being CEOs of companies
had nothing to do with it. The movie just fucking sucked. And if anything, if you were going to have it be all women and call it Ghostbusters, not even like Ghostbusters 2016 or Ghostbusters The Next Generation, you're just going to call it Ghostbusters and have no reason why or have no tines or explanation to why it's called that. I mean, wouldn't it have made more sense if it was all women? They should have been the original cast daughters. That would have made sense.
Or at least like have
no connection at all to the originals.
Or have one of the people had like the first 10 minutes of the movie saying like, "All right, I'm glad I trained you. It's your turn to take over."
Exactly.
Peace.
Exactly. That was that. Do you know that was like the initial? That was the original. That was like in the script. It was like supposed to when Ivan Reitman was still supposed to do it, and then the guy who did Bridesmaids came over as a director and just fucked up everything, dude.
Why would you take that out? Like
because the Ivan Reitman dropped off, and then the guy did Bridesmaid.
That was probably the smartest thing that dude could have done. Was like, I'm just detaching myself.
The only reference there is to the original movies that Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd have cameos in it, and obviously Harold Ramis couldn't because he was dead at that point.
I wish he could have showed up, but yeah.
But it was fucking terrible. Oh yeah, and what's his name showed up at the end, Ernie Hudson. But it was just terrible. But like that's an example. You know what I mean? It's like I really wanted to like that. Even if they did that, if they were trained or had women or they were their daughters, it would have been so much better. And plus, if you've seen the original movie, it's not all just straight comedy. There's some action and adventure in it too, right?
There's some scary parts in that movie.
Exactly. This movie, they made like a straight comedy, and it's just like, no, dude, it's not that silly.
Well, you don't realize.
And Bill Murray was the usually silly one, right? All four of them act like fucking ass clowns.
See, that was my biggest thing with the movie. I didn't see the movie.
The new one?
No, I didn't care about it one bit because the instant I saw that they're pretty much making Melissa McCarthy Bill Murray's character. When I saw that, I was like, I don't care how you make this movie. I don't care if it's women leads. I don't care if it's men leads. You can't tell me that Melissa McCarthy's in the same fucking ballpark.
And here's the thing that's funny. I actually like Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig and think they're both funny.
They're funny. Don't get me wrong.
But it's just everything about that movie was just upsetting me. You know what I mean? Because Bridesmaids was funny. I like both of them.
Didn't watch that.
But it's just the fact that you called it fucking Ghostbusters and had no connection to the original and just basically made a mockery of it. That's what they did. They made a mockery of it.
Yeah.
I mean, they start having a side podcast about movies because
Tim brought.
It doesn't matter. We're not saying his last name. It doesn't fucking matter. It could be anybody.
I said JP earlier in the episode too.
It doesn't matter. We don't know. Nobody knows his last name. He's not gonna. No one's gonna come to his house with a shotgun. Fuck it.
But
Tim. Who gives a shit? We're not saying his last name. He's fine.
But Tim P said that him and his girl were he was thinking about doing one like that.
Yeah,
him and his girl, which I think is fucking awesome.
I love talking about. Yeah. I love talking about entertainment, movies, video games. Shows. I can talk about this I'm blue in the face.
Oh yeah, no, but but that's the thing nowadays. Women are oppressed.
Yeah,
because being CEOs of companies and being famous millionaires, and all
there's
that
always
going
to be niches and groups that think that they're being held back. It's
shit. I'm a white male. I'm being oppressed.
Yeah, dude, seriously. if we want to be serious here, if you're not in the 1%, you're basically fine.
Everybody's let's just all point this out right now.
We should all be able to get along because we're all poor.
Yeah, we're all oppressed. Everybody's oppressed.
Yeah.
But let's get back to wrestling. Fuck that. And this is actually a bright spot because there's a war that finally has come to an end. It has been a long, gruesome war.
Monday Night Wars ended 17 years ago.
No, not the Monday Night Wars. The Broken Wars. Because WWE has officially licensed the Broken Matt Hardy gimmick and video footage from Impact, TNA, Anthem, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Let's just call it Impact.
So here's my question. Does Matt Hardy continue with the Woken character and then just put the backlog on WWE Network just so people can see this is how that story started?
Very good question.
Or do they just full on go Broken now? Because here's my thing with it. As much as I like Matt Hardy Woken, it doesn't seem right.
No, it doesn't. Something seems off. And apparently, Woken's like a fucking millennial term. I understand.
Oh yeah, yes, they woke.
That's kind of, can I say, gay?
You, sir, or a homophobe. That might have just became the title.
Oh boy, it's just like, I don't know. The Woken thing's cool, but the fact that I found it's like a millennial term makes me kind of hate it now.
I just.
But I will say Woken Warrior has a nice ring to it.
It does.
That's the only plus side to him being Woken is Woken Warrior sounds pretty fucking lit, bro. I'm just becoming what I hate.
You just became a fucking millennial with that one.
But technically I am millennial.
Technically,
we're both millennials.
Don't know fucking how that's even possible.
Dude, anybody born between I think 81 and 97 or something, we're both millennials.
How can you consider us the same generation?
But look it up right now. We're fucking both millennials.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely 100% right.
Generation Z is the one after, but it's people born
thank God
98, 99 and beyond.
You know why it's called Generation Z? It worked out luckily that it was the last letter. Probably could be the last generation. Those people are going to kill the fucking world. I'm scared of the people below. The kids younger than us, I'm scared. Think about it. In 20 years, they're going to be the ones in charge.
I don't think about pretty much already fucked. So the cat's going to destroy the show.
Lucy's like, I'm in charge. But no. But here's my thing I wanted to go back to Broken more than Woken just because I want all the catchphrases back.
Right.
I miss the catchphrases, man. He can't use all of them.
Plus, I miss all the cast of characters. Vanguard 1, Senior Benjamin, Rebecca, King Maxwell.
You can bring all those back now.
Queen Rebecca.
Yeah, no, now they can finally use Vanguard 1.
Will they give them jobs? Would they give Senior Benjamin all them jobs, though?
I would bring them in, yeah. If they give fucking James Ellsworth a job, they can give Senior Benjamin a job.
He's another one, actually. I think it sucks they got rid of him. I loved him.
Oh, I think there was a lot more.
He was so entertaining.
He could have been Gilbert.
He was so
disappointed.
I honestly really... Oh, did you hear he called out King? Him and King are having a match, and he called him out.
Oh, my God, I want to see it.
Oh, dude.
I want to fucking see it.
I love Ellsworth. The guy is incredible. And he's such a humble and nice guy, too. He felt like it was his fault. It's I feel like I could have done more, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, it was on Jericho's podcast. He's like, it's not your fault, man. Like, they were just, your character had a shelf life. You know, it's nothing personal. But I think they could have done more. But anyways, I think I would like to see Matt Hardy go back to Broken. Yeah,
I agree.
But if they got the fucking footage that from TNA, that makes me wonder if they can get more footage from TNA, and like a backlog and put it on the network. That'd be awesome.
I think
I would love to see the old. Wouldn't you love to see the old footage again?
There was actually there's actually two things, honestly. Did you see that you can actually watch old TNA matches? They've been streaming on Twitch. I went back and watched. It was Christian versus Kurt Angle from No Surrender in 2007. Yeah, they just had it live on Twitch.
Did they have a pay-per-view called Sacrifice too?
Sacrifice. That's why I said No Sacrifice.
That's what I thought, because I thought there was one called Sacrifice.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You remember? Yeah, I remember when he debuted as Christian Cage. It was awesome.
Yep, that's what it was.
I remember when TNA was actually. You remember it was actually cool to watch TNA?
Yeah.
And shit on WWE. Remember those days?
Yeah, technically the match I was watching was in that era.
I loved it whenever I would go to shows and chant TNA, and it was cool.
But it was crazy to me because Tyson Tomko came out and screwed Christian.
I always thought he was lame, Tyson Tomko.
I always thought he was gay.
He was like literally gay, or he's just like
literally gay.
Oh, okay.
Like he just gives off homosexual. It might be the tattoos.
Those tattoos were pretty terrible.
They were pretty bad.
But those are good days.
But the second thing I was going to say, Billy Corgan had a really, really interesting quote this week. He says he thinks wrestling is going to go back to the ways to the territory ways, where wrestling's just going to be just this open thing. And if you think about it, I know we're getting to that point. Look at guys like Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, how they're freely allowed to leave and go work in other companies. Apollo Crews is going to be wrestling. I think it's in Rev Pro in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Why don't they do something with him? He's so talented. And
I don't know. I truly don't know.
I mean, I really don't. I think, what was his name? Wuhan Nation? Like, yeah. Why does he just leave, go back to that? I don't think they're holding him back. I don't get it.
He's one of the guys I think.
He's so talented. Like, what the fuck? Is it because he can't talk on a mic? Is that it?
No, this is going to sound super racist. But Vince McMahon's never really liked booking black people that well.
Really? The only one that really had a world title was Booker T. Was he the last one?
Technically Rock. But Booker T, yeah.
Now, Samoan, are they considered black people?
No, he's part black.
Oh, was Reigns part black?
His dad's black. No, I don't know about Reigns. I'm just saying.
That's right, Rock's dad. Rocky Johnson.
Yeah, and his mom's Samoan.
I'm an idiot.
So, yeah,
how do I forget that?
But other than that,
okay, so because Reigns ain't black,
if you think who are the highest?
Hold on, real quick, not to cut you up, but it's not just it's not just blacks, it's the Mexicans too. Look at the Mexicals. How racist was that? One fucking deers. It was hilarious, but it was fucked up.
I mean, now they get a better one because guys like Pedro Morales and Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio, they got a better rap.
Yes,
but
Vince isn't that delusional. Thank God.
But I'm being serious when I say this. Who's the highest rated African American in the WWE right now? Sasha Banks.
And that's only because she's Snoop Dogg's cousin. Because they don't really like her, obviously. Otherwise, they'd give her a fucking title reign that lasted more than 2 weeks, and they let her successfully defend the title. And I'm still waiting for that. I'm still a huge Sasha fan, and I still think she's getting the shaft.
Now, don't get me wrong. They have booked the New Day 100% the way they should be booked.
I love the New Day. I don't get the pancakes thing anymore.
I love the pancake thing. I love it.
I didn't
when Biggie came out during the Rumble and took the pancakes out and started feeding them the fucking Slater, that was hilarious.
I'd like to point out I don't love it or I hate it. I just don't understand it anymore.
There's a lot of stuff with the New Day I don't understand.
But they don't. It's not like they're patenting them like the New Day pancakes. They're just coming out randomly with pancakes. I kind of miss the Bootios, dude.
And they had to move on from Bootios. I think pancakes was a good move.
But why don't they patent it? Get it a deal with Aunt Jemima or Agos or something. It'd be so much better.
Give it time.
Because then I'd buy them. I'd buy them and I'd get it.
I think that's what they're working towards.
I like how Xavier was wiping his tears with the pancakes.
No, that was fucking hilarious.
What the fuck? Oh, by the way, the SmackDown Top 10, I had problems with it.
What's your problem with it before I start?
Well, first of all, how the fuck are the Usos 7 and Naomi's 4? And I love Naomi, but she hasn't done anything lately. And Rusev's not even on the list. And Corey Graves said that too. Well, by the way, happy Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day to you too.
Happy Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day.
Also, by the way, isn't that crazy? Last week it was on Rusev Day, and our podcast next week is also gonna be on Rusev Day. It's nuts, isn't it?
Crazy. Isn't it going to be crazy? Or the title's gonna be Happy Rusev Day?
Yeah. Or Juju Thunderbomb.
I think I'm gonna go to Happy Rusev Day because Juju Thunderbomb might get us some fucking heat from YouTube.
Wait, like you?
No, but bum.
Bum?
I'm not joking.
I can't say bum.
It's
they don't even know how much fucked up stuff we say on here.
But
They don't hear us, do they?
the title and the tags are what's key.
If they heard us, we'd probably be blacklisted forever.
If people actually reported us and they actually listened to what we're saying, no fucking
question.
doubts.
When we finally, I'm not saying if, when we get ad campaigns, like when we get like advertising, we're probably gonna have to tone it down.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be threatening people's lives and slut shaming people, of course.
I mean, like, because if there's people paying us to do this, we can't be saying half the shit we say.
Oh no, I mean, I'm still gonna say like 75% of it. I'm just not gonna. I'm just gonna not threaten to kill Alberta or ya. I'm not gonna call Mia Khalifa a slut. I'm not gonna make fun of that transgender person that I made fun of like fucking 30 episodes ago.
Lord.
So if somebody wants to listen to this episode, and be like, "You're transphobic. You're late."
What's this stuff?
That's just the last topic of the night. But what were we talking about? We were talking.
I don't
about
remember. That's why I pointed.
No, it was something. It was good. Oh, it was the top 10 list.
Oh yeah.
You want to know what my biggest problem with the top 10 list? Remember when TNA did their top 10 and it actually fucking meant something? Like they treated it like an actual power ranking and it meant something?
Around like what time?
2009, 2010, somewhere like that.
Vaguely.
Somewhere like that. I know it was like around like.
Was that when they like gave like a trophy like for the number one spot and they gave JJ the trophy?
No. That was.
Remember that?
No, that they do that every year. That's the cup.
Oh, okay.
That's
that was
that's the
and then I remember
Bound for Glory series. That's weird.
And I remember he's like, I don't need this fucking trophy.
No, that was no, this was like this. They treat them as like actual rankings. Like they treat it like legit rankings. WWE ruined it with the first fucking number. We could tell it was bullshit when Ty Dillinger was put 10. Oh my god, we're making a list. Ty Dillinger at 10. Let's be as uncreative as we could possibly fucking be.
I like him too, but I don't know what they're doing him.
Yeah, 2. There should have been 1 for males, 1 for females,
Absolutely.
and 1 for tag.
Absolutely.
They should not be in the same one because I'm sorry.
Becky and the Usos were rated too high. I mean, like too low.
I'm sorry. No, you're gonna really not like me for saying this. Becky shouldn't have been on the list at all. What has she done on SmackDown?
That's actually true because honestly, that is just favoritism for me because I love her.
You're right. No, I love her too.
I did say the same thing about Naomi. What has she done lately? And I still like her.
But Naomi's done a lot more. She's been on TV every week. She's won matches. I can see.
I haven't been seeing her too.
Well, I don't.
Maybe I fast forward.
Might have it, but I don't agree with her at 4. I do agree with that. I don't agree with Naomi at 4. She should be on the list, but not at 4.
Okay, so actually, they should have been doing more stuff with Becky, so she could have been on the list.
Exactly. And then how are you going to put
New Day over Usos?
New Day over Usos. Rusev's not on the list. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are nowhere to be found.
Those two and Rusev are the hottest thing on SmackDown right now.
How is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are literally fighting for the World Championship at Fastlane, and neither of them made the list?
Yep.
Neither of them.
Yep.
Like, I'm sorry. WWE had a concept that could have been really good for wrestling. This could have been something that set SmackDown totally apart from Raw.
Yep.
And they tossed it in the drain with number 10. They didn't even make it to 7. Number 10, they threw it down the drain. But for the last topic of the night,
and SmackDown's like officially like my new favorite show again. I'm loving it. Like everything they're doing.
I haven't watched SmackDown in like 3 weeks. I'll be honest with you. She's sexy as shit. I like Australian women. I'm very into Australian women.
Right.
But you know what other women I'm into? I'm into former MMA fighters. And business women. Which means Ronda Rousey and Stephanie McMahon. Because there's been a report this week that the only reason Ronda Rousey was brought into WWE was to make Stephanie McMahon a bigger star outside of wrestling.
What?
First off...
Wait, then why is she pointing at the fucking WrestleMania sign? She ain't going to have a match?
No, I'm pretty sure the match is going to be against Stephanie. The tag team match that we were speculating about last week, pretty sure is going to be the match. I literally have
Ronda and a mystery partner versus H and Steph.
And it was actually a really good name that popped up.
The Rock?
No, it was not The Rock, and it wasn't John Cena. I remember who it was.
Hogan?
Nah. Raw General Manager Kurt Angle. Be a perfect fucking tag team partner for Ronda Rousey. Perfect. It was the Olympic gold medalist with the woman.
He's like fighting his boss. It's kind of hilarious.
No, I mean, they kind of, if you think about back at Survivor Series.
Stephanie's Angle.
Yes, you're right, but if you
kayfabe.
No, you are right. But if you think back to Royal Rumble, remember Triple H screwed Kurt Angle at one point? Got him eliminated.
Survivor Series?
That isn't what I said.
You said Survivor Series, then you said Rumble.
I meant Survivor Series. Yeah, but that's Survivor. I said Rumble because I'm looking at the fucking the review and I can see Rumble somewhere.
Ronda's pretty attractive.
She's a good-looking woman. Good-looking woman.
Yeah, she's Yeah, sexy.
I mean, all the women in that ring right now,
they're all so fucking hot. Like literally, like we just need to just spread our seed all over the fucking roster.
Even like the bigger ones, like Nia Jax.
Nia's gorgeous.
Even Tamina's not bad looking.
Yeah. There's not many women I want to fuck. I don't know.
Wait, what?
Not many women I want to fuck.
Oh, I thought you said there's a lot of women I don't want to fuck.
Hell no.
I was like, wait, what?
I ain't Tyson Tomko. There you go.
That's gonna be the new rumor floating around. Tyson Tomko's gay.
But no, but not like we have no problem with that. We have to be okay with that.
I don't give a shit.
I know it's a joke, and that's a joke going back to how everybody is like politically correct, and
if he wants to be a schlong swallower, do what you want to do.
Yeah. No, we have to pretend like we have all this advertising, and we have to be PC, and we can't like have a problem with it. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying, oh fuck, I'm already digging myself in the hole. I'm getting as bad as that girl.
Yeah, just keep on digging. You're gonna go for digging. Are you gonna go away for 2 weeks and then come out with a fake fucking statement?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if we were like bigger, we'd have to be like, I apologize. We have nothing against gays, and I don't. But we're gonna have to apologize anyways for saying the word gay and homo.
Drake, because you said gay early in the show, I'm going to actually fire you from the show, and you're gonna have to make a 4-page public apology, and then you're gonna have to go away for 4 months. And then I can.
Hey, do you remember this? Remember when a guy got fired for saying nappy-headed hose?
Oh my god, yes. I was talking about that recently with my dad. Seriously.
Right. I just said it. I'm now fired.
Yeah, look at these nappy-headed hoes.
I'm fired.
Well, you know what? I think that's a good place to leave off the show because
I think like this episode was like really political. We're gonna this might be the last episode. Okay.
No, this is definitely not the last episode. They can come with all the hell and fire they want to come with.
If YouTube really had a problem, they would have listened to the episode and said, hey, you can't say this one.
You know what? If YouTube wants to get rid of us, we'll go to Twitch. If Twitch wants to get rid of us, we'll go to Facebook. Facebook wants to get rid of us, I'll make my own fucking streaming site. Because the phenomenal fucking podcast is going nowhere, except it is going somewhere because this has been the 36th episode.
Hopefully not the toilet.
I mean, I'm going to be going to the toilet in a little bit. I'm actually waiting for my fucking weed guy to hit me up.
If you can flush.
Weed dude, if you're listening, fucking call me. But other than that, I'm sure all my neighbors loved hearing that.
All he means is he's just trying to. He's really been wanting to grow these chia pets lately.
That's what I'm saying, man. The weed. Gotta grow these chia pets. I gotta plant them outside so we can have fucking dandelions during the summer. God damn it! But you want to if you like to hear what we're doing, if you want to spread your hate to us because you hated every fucking thing we said in this, and you hate that I slut shamed Mia Khalifa, go complain to us on Twitter.
And we're totally not. We're so politically incorrect. Fake news.
But if you want to hear the true news, you want to hear the real news, go to facebook.com/Phenom Podcast, at twitter.com, at Phenom Podcast. We've been talking a lot about getting the SoundCloud back up. It's happening. We just don't know when. Then you'll be able to get our stuff on iTunes again. It'll be perfect. There's no way in hell I'm putting the backlog of fucking 25 episodes on the SoundCloud because I would have to pull the audio for every single YouTube upload. And that would be a bitch. But
you're a bitch.
The backlog will be on YouTube soon because soon I will be getting Adobe. We'll have all of our downloading stuff again on YouTube. And once that happens, we're going to do more videos and shit. It's going to be great. To see all that stuff, you got to subscribe to Goonland Productions on YouTube, which is what you're watching right fucking now. So give us a subscribe and a like. Even a share that would help out. Comment, tell us how you feel. This has been a good episode, right?
Pretty good. Full of a lot of
I'm not doing it sober again next week, though.
Yeah. No, I mean, I feel like it got a little fucked up and off track at times, but
I forgot to plug in the microphone first fucking half of it. So sorry for the fucked up audio quality.
In all fairness, our whole channel is under Goonland Productions, so if you respect anything but like just ridiculousness,
and then on that note, we will see you all next week.